Oh, hey YouTubers, this is Tara Saunders here. I have just arrived at the Gold Coast. We're having an active meeting day, one of the only ones that we've done in ages without Scotty because she is so annoying. We've got a big meeting planned, which is super exciting. We're in that like awesome growth phase. We've kind of just started to crawl out of the startup. Anyone who started a business knows that like terrible phase. And yeah, we're here at the warehouse. We're gonna meet up with partners. It's a public holiday today. And yeah, I made the call to just say, hey, Mum, do you want to have a little Nana and Scotty day and just chill for a while we go and do this, which is something that we never usually do, but she's at that age. So we're going to brainstorm. We're going to spend some time on essentially our budgeting. So like the the money that we want to put into like our ads and our marketing and our campaigns and all of those kind of things. Like, at the moment we're really kind of sinking a lot of money back into that stuff. We're not just like, balling, taking cash and buying new stuff. We're like really trying to grow our brand and take this thing like really big. So this is really exciting for me because I've just never done anything like this before, and my partners have. They're really good at it and they're teaching me along the way, and I'm just loving sinking my teeth into it. So anyway, this is our gym. Our gym. It is a gym. It's CrossFit Carve. We're set up at CrossFit Carve in Burleigh, which is Zeke Grove's gym, and our little warehouse is a part of the building, so it's awesome. I'm going to show you. Following along, you pretty much have gotten the gist now that I am starting from scratch when it comes to my knowledge base in business, especially business of this scale. This is not just like me and like a little side project, like trying to earn a couple of bucks on the side. Like, I'm really trying to think long term, and just like I have for my CrossFit Games stuff, I'm all in, whether I make it or not, or I'll make it to the top. But I mean, I've done pretty well. I've sat high for many, many years now. Never been in the top spot, but I've always been kind of all in, and I'm very much translating that over to this business. And, we are going big, big scale. Luckily, my business partners know 1,000 times more stuff than I do. And then everything else I am winging. So the purpose of this meeting is obviously the foundation of it is to make sure that myself and partners are all on the same page. We've got a super small team, despite the fact that we're going big and we're already like kind of on the way there, and we're, we are this kind of like global company, and it's only been a couple of months. We are still a really tiny team. Realistically, we need more people. We need more hands and more manpower. Myself, I feel really stuck, like I have my hands tied a lot of the time because I have all of these ideas and, they just all of these things that I want to do, but they don't match my skill set. So there's so many things that I'm having to learn along the way. And it's just going to be slow, and obviously with the time that I've gotten, but the primary purpose is to make sure that our team is on the same page, we understand our roles and responsibilities, and now that means that my roles and my responsibilities doesn't necessarily mean that I have to do all of that. So, I might be responsible for the social media, which I am, the social media and marketing side of that side of things, and customer service is also my responsibility amongst a few other things. Doesn't necessarily mean that I have to do it all, which is like a really, really awesome thing that we have going in our team. And, we always come back to what's best for the business, and we always have to admit, things that are outside of our scope or things that maybe we just can't manage at any particular time. A full-time athlete and a mum of a small person, not even like not that it's easy anytime, but like, a 1 and a bit year old. So I'm still very much like a full-time on mum. My kid doesn't go to school or anything yet, so I don't have that time. So being my responsibility means that if I can't do it, it's still my responsibility to budget for it, assign people to it, and still build and employ people as needed to still get the job done. So the job still needs to be done, and that still falls back on me. So we were establishing, you know, where we all sit in the team, and make sure that it's clear and that we have someone we can come back to. Hey, this isn't done, Cara, that's your fault. What are you going to do about it? In a really positive way, of course. And then also, obviously, we've got the financial side of things. We know where we're at. We have a really good, we have some good information on where we're at now in this sort of stage based off what we're doing, and we have a little bit better like market research and things like that. So we're able to forecast a little bit better moving on. Totally out of my realm. I did high school economics and I did some business and I kind of got it, but I didn't stick with it. So the boys are like super patient and just teaching me along the way, because, you know, at some point I want to sort of like be much bigger in this, you know, maybe one day when I'm not competing. So I need to understand all of that to know how to, you know, pull the trigger on certain things when needed to align with our goals. So we did the financial stuff. They taught me along the way. Obviously that takes a lot longer. I'm just gonna have a look at my laptop here. So I've got like the notes of the stuff we went over. We had to look at our ad spend. So DT, we call him, is the nickname, is the guru in that side of things, and he explained like what that looks like and how we're going to get the most out of that, and then finding out what's, you know, the most efficient way to spend money in that area, to make sure it's going the right places. And obviously that's a huge trial and error thing. Something again that's really new to me, and just figuring out what works with you know, our current customers and the kind of vibe and the kind of crew that we're attracting and who our market actually is, and make sure that we're really staying in our lane and we're doing that right. You know, it's really important that you get the right people in to kind of like buy into our brand and understand what we do and to really value it the way that we do, and taking the time to do that right is going to go a long way. Then we moved on to planning of some what we call like our signature series. So I did a signature style, which was like the Cara style sunglasses. It was pretty low key. I designed something that was, you know, if I could wear one style, something that I really loved and was really true to me and was my favorite color and all that kind of stuff. And then we've sort of got a plan to do a few more of those with some really cool people, you know, some people that we really value what they do, and that we think, you know, really kind of have the right to have a really cool pair of sunnies with their name on it. So that's in the works. We've also got, you know, new product strategies. So new colorways coming in of existing styles that are doing really well. And then also, you know, how do we move forward? How do we have styles that are on trend, but also still really true to our brand? You know, we can't be like, you know, there's a lot of like certain styles that fit a particular group of people, but it might not necessarily be our market. So we're not going to have everything, but we want to make sure that we pick the key styles and we really design them based off our market and based off, you know, our Active for Life, our active motto, which is for active people, not people who just exercise all the time, but people who are actually active and live active lives. They're in and out of the car all the time. They're going to the beach, you know, maybe they horse ride, maybe they, you know, like ride a scooter to work. I don't know, if you're like doing movement style things and you just want to like look cool and have stuff work, that's our vibe. So obviously we work that with our new product. And then budgeting for the new product and for all of our content, what money do we want to put behind that? And then a really huge part that we came down to that we need to do a little bit more work on is our program. We use a program called, we use a program that essentially organizes all of our tasks as a business. So everything is in this one place, and where we file everything and where we communicate with each other and assign tasks to each other, just to make sure that things are getting done. So making sure that that is super streamlined, so we can go in and be like, Cara, this is your task, this is the due date, this is the other person that's going to be involved in it, this is what's required, blah, blah, blah. It's like super streamlined, a little bit more advanced than my to-do list each day, but you know, it does a job. And then booking in our daily huddle. So just making sure, we decided that we're just not quite at the point for a daily huddle just yet, because we have such a small team mainly. So we talk every day anyway, and then we're working more off weekly, monthly, quarterly style, you know, huddles and meetings and get-togethers for a particular purpose. And yeah, we pretty much spent the entire time, this was like half a day. I got my mum to look after Scotty for that day because she just won't sit still and we just can't do it justice. So we ordered lunch in, did all of that, and went through all of these things, which is really, really exciting, and we get to set ourselves up moving forward. Anyway, that's enough of me talking. Let's see something really funny, and let's go to a story that my business partner has to tell from his other business and a trip overseas with that business. It's too good to not share. Enjoy. No,
I think that's good.
straight by safe. Pretty straight up.
You're in the vlog there.
I feel like it's like
You gotta zoom in on your hair. Right.
Oh,
Look at a bit patchy back here, bro.
that's it.
you've been doing squats there.
He's sponsored by Gymshark now too. He's got Gymshark pants on, Gymshark t-shirt.
Okay.
They'll be active soon.
And
They will be active soon.
Stay tuned.
Huh?
First time we met him, had way too many drinks. The factory boss was like alco, like full alco. And they said this like really amazing speech. Like it was so poetic. Tony is like really poetic. He does like a poetic poem class or something.
Poem class?
Yeah, for Chinese people.
Cynthia, Jesus died for our Cynthias. Jesus cried, runaway bride.
So you're screwed from
Yeah.
the start.
Yeah.
He wrote this really nice speech, and we were like, wow, how do you top that? I'm pretty sure I leant over there and I said, you won't do the notorious Biggie song. What's it called?
I
Big
feel
Papa,
so
Big Papa.
Big Papa. And he was spastic, so he googled the lyrics to Big Papa, and he's like started reading it for word, and it's
As
like
if I'd prepped a speech.
to all the players and
To all the ladies in the place
with style and grace.
To all the ladies in the place with style and grace, allow me.
This is lyrical douche. And then at the end of the speech, it's like he just goes, "I love it when you call me Big Pop."
When you call me Big Pop,
And they all got up and clapped. I was on the floor crying. I physically had tears coming out of my eyes, like so bad.
We
And
were
he
really,
was
I
like,
was really drunk.
Was anyone else there drunk?
I think I
everyone
actually
was
think
really
we
drunk.
pretty sure AJ tried to do some handstand push-ups.
Yeah, I did
As
with
well.
a vest on, like a weight vest, and I was like, yeah, I was so drunk. And and just the way that he said it, he was straight faced the whole time. He was like looking around, like pointing at the guys. And then he's like, I love it when he called me Big Papa. And they all just got up, start clapping. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh, it was so good. Yeah.